Welcome back to NC Bassin. Today I'm on Lake Lookout Shoals, small lake above Lake Norman, and you can see I probably made a bad decision. It is muddy. I was getting tired of Norman, want to try something different. Can't believe it's over full pool, it's going over the dam. It's just mud over here. The good thing is when it's real muddy, the fish go shallow, so it's already hard to catch numbers here, but the average fish here is like 2.5 pounds. There's some good solid fish, mostly all largemouth. I have caught 2 spots out of here, but spots are rare here for now. They're probably going to take over soon, but the water's up really high. They should be right on structure. They might be bedding though, but I'm going to try to fish the backs of these creeks where the water's been coming in. Hopefully I can catch a few. The water's extremely high. I might not catch a fish. Goal for today is catch 3 bass. That'd be nice. I don't know, I didn't realize it was going to be this muddy, but hopefully I can catch a few. And usually when it's muddy I can catch a giant. Let's see how it goes. Guys, no lie, first cast. Didn't even pull the GoPro out yet. Forgot about it actually, but first cast, little fatty. I guess I started in a good spot right where this creek comes in, but I cannot believe I already caught one. Well, that'll really cheer me up. I thought I was already first cast. That's what I'm talking about. I really thought I picked the wrong place to go. I was already getting mad about not going to Norman instead. Little fat little largemouth. Daggone red-breasted sunfish, kind of like a yellow perch. God, oh my, he nailed it. Just had a sunfish. Now I got a big post-spawn spot, it looks like. It is. Oh my God, that was terrible. Look at that. Man, I thought I wasn't gonna catch nothing today, guys. Well, I had a bite. Then I had a little sunfish about pulled out of my hands, in this big old spot come up and ate it. Don't tell me spots aren't taking over the Catawba chain, guys. That's the biggest spot I've ever caught at a lookout by far. I only caught 2 and they were small. I brought a guy that caught a nice one, but it wasn't even that big. That's a nice one right there. He's post spawn. The water temp 69 degrees. It's actually 70 out here in the main lake. It's supposed to be 80 today. There we go. Did he come off? Are you kidding me? No. Look at that. A yellow perch. He nailed it and then rolled over. Yellow perch, white perch. They don't fight. Well, there's a yellow perch. You don't catch those at Norman very often. Midday update, it's 5 o'clock. Caught 3 fish. Surprisingly with how muddy it is down lake, but it's way different down here. Pretty clear. The water temp is way, way colder. 61 right here actually. And it's 70 down lake in the mud. The mud, of course, is warming up faster. So I don't know if these fish are post-spawn. That one, every fish I've caught so far has been post-spawn, I believe, except for the first one. But I've caught them 3 different ways. I've caught 2 on the speed trap, 1 in the very back of a creek, 1 on a main lake point in the mud, and then 1 down here, down river. I mean, all the way up river in a little side creek coming into the main river, into the river over here with a chatterbait. So I have not got any pattern going, but luckily I've caught a couple of fish. I'm hoping later in the day, I'm actually going to go more down lake. I was thinking maybe the shad spawn was starting, but it's way too cold up here, and they're going to go up river to spawn, so it's way too cold up here. But I'm going to try to throw topwaters when it gets closer to tonight, and that warm water that near 70 down lake will be a lot better chance to catch them on topwater, so I'm going to try that. Oh my God, I got one, guys. Wow. Thought I had a leaf on here. Man, that fish was born last year. He sure is a slow grower. Maybe that fish was born this year though, who knows? No. Big giant fish there. Fish. He's not big. Man, I can't get them to hit topwaters, but they love this speed trap, man, I'm telling you. I'm in like the third last pocket to the river. It's a little bit clear, but it's still pretty muddy. It's not as bad as down lake, but it's a solid fish. This tail looks like it's healed up. Who knows? Pre-spawn, post-spawn. The water temp 65 up here, so they're probably still waiting on the full moon down here. I don't know. Who knows? But it's a little 13.5-inch little chunker. I'll take it. Fish right on that wall, man. Oh, he's little. I thought he was a big one. See, that's why I like that glass rod, guys. See these little treble hooks. He's just barely hooked. Shimano XH. I love this rod for cranking. You can feel good with the medium heavy, but you will lose fish. The little guys are out for this lake. These are small fish. He was right against the wall. Man, I've tried to get a bite on topwater. I probably could have caught double the fish if I'd have threw this all day. I keep trying to throw a topwater. I cannot get bit on the topwater. They just want the crankbait. Good. That might be a big one. Nope, that's another, just a hard fighting fish. Oh, that's a really hard fighting fish. Oh, that's a big one. That is a big one. That's why you use that glass rod. Stay down, fish. Man, that might be a 5-pounder. Yep, I'd say 4. Yes! That's what I'm talking about. They love the speed trap. This fish has been caught, obviously. Yes, turned out to be a good day. That fish is actually kind of fat. Nice one right there. I know they had 0.34 onto this. Right at 5 pounds when you add 0.34. At least this scale is consistent. It's consistently off. The other one's messed up, man. You gotta... I'm having scale issues, but that fish looks like a 5-pounder right there anyways. If you add 3/4 to that, what would he be? A 4.99? Yes. There we go. I'll get a screenshot of that. Big old giant right there. Let's get her back in there in case she is on the bed. Oh. That's why I come to Lookout. You don't got a fish like that at Lake Norman. Yes! So happy with that fish. I want to, yes! Speed trap is working today. Gosh, just because you see muddy water, don't get discouraged. I love muddy water. Like, I like stained. I know when I pulled up today, it was almost too muddy. I was about ready to go to Hickory, Lake Hickory, but muddy water means the fish can't see your bait as good. You can use moving baits. I like stained to muddy water. Not real muddy like it was at the bottom of the lake today, but stained water pushes the fish up shallow. They're going to be on structure, so it gives you, you know where they're at. They're not just suspended out in the middle of nowhere like they are when it's clear. So when you got muddy water, throw up shallow next to trees. You can power fish. I tried to catch them on a jig today, but I couldn't get them. But spinner baits, crankbaits, I can't get bit on top water today, but I've seen all kinds of water temperatures. I've seen from 70 to 61 to 70 today, and all in between. But the muddy water makes it a lot warmer. It seems like the northwest part of this lake is a lot warmer too. But just because you see muddy water don't mean the fish won't bite. Keep fishing. It makes it easier to catch them. They can't see your bait as well. I do way better when the water's pretty muddy. When the water's crystal clear, these fish are going to move deep. suspend, you're going to use your graphs, video game fish, stuff I'm not good at. Muddy water, you can catch some nice ones. I caught a 5-pounder today. I'm really pumped about that. That is a big fish for me. I don't catch many fish that size out of the lake. That's actually, at the very back of this pocket, I caught a 5 and a 5.1, or the biggest fish I've ever caught of a lake. Caught some huge pond fish, of course, but they don't really count. But I've caught 3 fish now over 5 pounds, or that was $4.99. Right at 5 pounds out of this lake. This lake is awesome. I like it. I need to start coming back more. Full moon's coming up. Maybe the last batch of spawning fish are coming up. I'm probably going to try to go to Lake James next week. Get ready for that video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.